Hey Canucks fans, will the Canucks be the first team to defeat the Flyers this season? I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCBC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Saturday, October the 12th. Finally, I'm getting to a game. I know it's only been one home game, but I was not there on Wednesday night. As you know, as I've lamented, I had a bit of FOMO, I must admit, but tonight I'm emo. I'm Clay Emo, going with my lovely wife Gail, watching the Canucks take on the undefeated Philadelphia Flyers at Rogers Arena. I'm very excited. I'm going to wear my black Quinn Hughes skate jersey. I look forward to meeting and seeing some of you. We're in our usual seats in section 319, so maybe I'll see you before, after, or during intermissions, whatever it may be. We'd love to say hello to you guys in the concourse and talk Canucks. So let's talk about the Canucks, but before we do that, I want to give a shout out to my man, Chris Faber of the Canucks Conversation podcast. He's up to 48 episodes, which is pretty amazing. And Chris is killing it with his podcast, getting really good guests every week, except for this week. I'm just kidding. He got good guests this week, too, because he had two other guys. And then, doing really good work with Canucks Army as well. But today I appear in his podcast to talk about a bit about YouTube, a bit about Canucks Haiku, but more importantly, to talk about the state of the Vancouver Canucks and the excitement of the season. So check it out. I'll put the link down below. Thanks again, Chris, for having me. Gio's in there as well, Lego Rocks 99, Comet Corey Hergot, I think it's Comets Corey Hergot with his usual riding the bus segment on Utica, about Utica. So if Corey gets riding the bus, I should get chatting from my car. I think it's only natural. But check it out. I go for about 35 minutes on there. The whole episode is just over an hour, and it's a really, really good, actually an hour and 10, I think. It's a really, really good listen, and Chris is doing a great job. And Chris, I didn't say this to him on air, but truly, he is... He's asked really good questions. You can tell he does his research. He's very thoughtful and very articulate. So not just because in this episode, but in every episode. So check it out, Canucks Conversations, and I'll put the link in the first pinned comment. And this is, of course, his shirt. Kind of cool, right? That this is Chris in the middle there. Well, it's not him, but it's a caricature. You know what I mean. Okay, let's talk about tonight. I'm not only excited because I'm going to the game, but I'm excited because of what the Canucks did in the last game, 8-2, that victory over Jonathan Quick and the Los Angeles Kings. And as part of let's talk about tonight's game, and then I'll talk about my poll question from yesterday. So I don't anticipate any lineup changes. It's hard to make changes unless there's a fluke injury. It's hard to make changes after an 8-2 victory. So I expect the 12 forwards to be the same, except Travis Green did say if Tyler Mott was ready to go, he would consider him. But really, you only bring him in for either Schaller or for Tannen on that fourth line, and I don't see, I think both of those guys played really well, actually. So I don't see any lineup changes. So I expect to see Pettersson with Besser and Miller. Then you got Horvat, Pearson with Levo. Your third line will have Gaudette, Sutter, Ferland, and then your fourth line has Beagle, Schaller, and Virtanen. So that means I expect Eriksson, I expect Tyler Mott, and I expect Oscar Fantenberg on the D to be the healthy scratches. Because that means your D is your usual six: Edler, Myers, Hughes, Tanev, Ben, and Stetcher. Jacob Markstrom looks to start in net. And because all these games are spaced out 2 nights between games, 3 days between games, you're going to see Jacob Markstrom go for the next little bit. We'll see if things change. Right after this, we're hosting Detroit on Tuesday, then in St. Louis on Thursday, then in New Jersey on the weekend. So maybe with some travel, we'll get to finally see Thatcher Demko get a start. But for tonight, it looks like it's going to be Jacob Markstrom and likely the same lineup as Wednesday night's victory. And that's exciting. It's a good lineup. It's a balanced lineup. I don't think we're going to pot 8 goals on Philly, but we'll see. And I'm very excited to be there, obviously, and be there with great company, i.e. my wife, Gail. Not just saying that because she's my wife, but I probably should say that. And, of course, a great atmosphere and supporting a great hockey team. Speaking of supporting a great hockey team, just want to quickly talk about the poll question I put up yesterday. In my vlog yesterday, I talked about the anticipation, the expectation for the season. And I said, what are you most excited about? And I gave 4 choices. I said, Pettersson's sophomore season, Hughes' rookie season, a push for a playoff spot, or the 50th season festivities. Got over close to 300 votes, so a good showing. And the winner of the vote was basically what I anticipated. And it was very close, actually. It was 44% of you saying Quinn Hughes' rookie season. 41% said the push for the playoffs. Only 8% said the 50th season festivities. And only 7% said Pettersson's sophomore season, which that was the one that surprised me a little bit. I thought seeing Pettersson's evolution as a superstar, that would be a little bit higher. But obviously, as I've talked about, Quinn Hughes this season is basically this year's version of last year's Elias Pettersson, if that makes sense. I think I messed that up, but you know what I'm saying, is the excitement that we had for Pettersson last season is the same kind of transfer to Quinn Hughes this season. And I get it. He's the rookie, he's shiny new toy, and obviously doing some really good things with 3 points in 3 games already. So again, it was Hughes' rookie season, 44%. It was push for the playoffs, 41%. It was 50th season festivities, 8%. Elias Pettersson, 7%. And I made that point. I made the point yesterday of all 4 are kind of related. Obviously, you need Pettersson and Hughes to play well to push for the playoffs as part of this bigger 50th season celebration. But overall, no surprises. Those were the 2 that I anticipated winning the poll. I didn't know how close it would be, though, and it was pretty close, 44% to 41%. So we are excited, obviously. Hughes, we are excited about the push for the playoffs. We are excited about Pettersson. We are excited about the festivities. And the Canucks did put a YouTube video out this morning, kind of a behind-the-scenes look at the home opener festivities. Really good. Everything from bringing the legends into the locker room to meet the guys, to the way they covered Bo Horvat's captaincy, to the way they covered Quinn Hughes' first game. A lot of really cool footage. A lot of good slow-mo, which, as you know, I like. I like a lot of slow-mo. I'm not talking slow-mo, but when you see it as part of a video, it always looks more epic for some reason. So check that out as well. The Canucks put a really cool behind-the-scenes video up this morning. Okay, so a little bit of hodgepodge today, mostly to say, looking forward to going to tonight's game. Come say hi if you're there. People are excited about Quinn Hughes, and hopefully the Canucks can continue their strong play from Wednesday night and even their record out at 2-2 after tonight's game. So I'll check in after the game with my quick post-game recap, what I like, what I didn't like, and one other thing. And of course, running the Canucks Haiku contest. We already have 3 winners, 3 great poems so far, a lot of great submissions. But remember, the number one criteria, got to make sure the thing is 17 syllables, because I'll read it, but I won't consider it if it's more or less than 17 syllables. All right, Canucks fans, would love your comments on anything I talked about, the whole Quinn Hughes thing, the home opener, the lineup for tonight. Talk about Chris Faber and Canucks Conversations podcast. If you listen to it, give him some love, and talk about, just overall what you think, how you're feeling about the Canucks going into tonight's game, and what you think the score is going to be. Give me a prediction as well. For me, I will say they're going to continue their good scoring. I'm going to say 5-2 Canucks win. That's kind of ambitious, but we'll see what happens. All right, Canucks fans, leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the game. God bless, and go Canucks go.